morning. My host, Professor Julian, who has already spoken on his knowledge and lack of knowledge. Ladies and gentlemen, when I was invited to attend, I was already completely committed for this weekend. And I looked at the invitation a few times and tried to figure out what benefit I would bring this morning to a discussion on Moringa. Some of my thoughts on not only Moringa, but this issue of family remedies, herbal remedies, miracle drugs, superfoods, and also to talk about a little bit about some of the opportunities that may be presented, but some of the risks I've already seen. 5 minutes have been allocated to me, and I know that I would need much more time. I intend to take 15 minutes. I don't usually come with a written script, but I've brought some of the materials that I would like to refer to. And I believe that if I'm successful this morning, I would have addressed Moringa and matters related to Moringa in the way that I think it should be addressed.
From sugarcane. The mill that I have, we crush the sugarcane, create the juice and boil them into large kettles. And the sugarcane syrup is concentrated to between 65 and 70 bricks. The jaggery is concentrated about 95 bricks, so that makes it solid. And all the molasses is retained in the product. So we are very familiar with the health benefit of molasses. That has been retained in both the liquid form as well as the solid form.
What about it versus honey?
Sorry?
What about it about honey?
Well, there have been comparison with honey, and I put together a chart, and you will find some of the major trace minerals are far superior in the sugarcane juice and the jaggery compared to honey, and it's half the price.
Hi, good day. Today we have here Moringa Life, Moringa powder. This is made from Nicaraguan Moringa, not the local Saijan. This is the same strain that Fidel Castro selected to grow in his fields in Cuba. It's a lot more potent than the fresher Moringa. We properly dry our product. We do not sun dry it. It's dried in a controlled environment, very controlled temperature. The finished product is still considered raw. It is probably the most potent and trusted brand on the market right now locally. The convenience of the powder is that you can make tea. You could also sprinkle it into your foods, oats, juices, punches, smoothies, coconut water, yogurt, you name it. It's good to go with anything you can imagine.
Good morning, I'm Dr. Catherine Ali and one of the organisers of this Moringa Symposium and Festival, where we're happy to welcome 500 people here this morning. We grow our Moringa on a very rich soil in Palmasola. We harvest it by hand, and these are the leaves once they're dried in these beautiful airtight bottles, and this is our Palmasola brand. And apart from this is a Father's Day gift, and apart from that, these are the beautiful leaves that grow so healthily in the soil. And this is the farmer whose land we're able to use. And this is our PR person, and she's this morning describing how we have beautiful export gift packs of Moringa leaves, packs for home. You can make it yourself in your morning for your cup of tea. Powder, there's 7 to 8 pounds of fresh leaves in 1 pound of powder. That's why it's so good for you. And small $25 packages as well. So the correct dose is 1 level teaspoonful, and you can have that twice per day if you choose. If you're having it in tea, 1/4 of that is enough, and the powder will leave a residue, so you'll swirl the cup as you drink it to get it all in. If you're using our leaves, you can use them more than once. We have tea bags as well, and you can use the tea bags in hot water, and then you can put the bag in a container of cool water, and then you have cool water with Moringa in it for the rest of the day in the fridge. So it's very economical, it's very good for you. It's all local, nothing added. It boosts every system in your body, particularly your immune system, and that's why it's able to regulate your blood sugar levels, reduce your cholesterol, reduce weight, help you to sleep better. Particularly good for sick and malnourished and underweight children. Great for pregnant mothers, very good for breastfeeding mothers because it's so rich in all the vitamins and the minerals. It's got huge amounts of protein and calcium in it, so it's a substitute for anything else. So in fact, if you didn't have enough to eat, if you just made biscuits with Moringa in them, you're getting everything you need for the entire day.
And isn't there fruit as well too?
There is, and the fruit is in a long pod. You can see it hanging up in the trees just there behind. Green and young, and they snap easily like bodi. Then you can curry them. So you just chop them up like bodi and curry them. People eat them curried with fish, with aloe, with rice, with roti.
Okay.
So that was a traditional meal. Now the seeds of these trees came in jahaji bundles, and the seeds that we have used in our plantation are the descendants of those trees that people brought with them from India. When they get to that stage, they're just very woody and it's difficult to eat, so people used to carry them, chew them and spit them out like sugarcane. And sometimes I've heard people say they call them Indian cram or curried spit because you just spit it out after you've had it. But today I'm happy to say that we have a Moringa recipe competition, and you'll be seeing delicious meals and snacks. You'll be seeing desserts, and you'll be seeing all kinds of wonderful things with Moringa in them, and that will be at 12:30. So that's worth watching, how you can incorporate Moringa into your food in interesting ways. And of course, just cook a pot of food, and when it's cooked, turn it off and add a spoon of Moringa and turn it, and then it goes in like seasoning. Nobody tastes anything, but the nutritional value of your whole pot triples for one spoon. If you have a big pot, you could put a pot spoon. If somebody was sick, you can give them small amounts and then build it up.
teas, supplements, and herbal products. The teas are tulsi-based with other flavors. We have sleep, tummy, and cleanse. We have ashwagandha tablets and other herbal tablets for liver, cleanse, heart, and other.
A wide range of herbal tablets for a lot of different illnesses. And the same way they take special type of tea.
This is the Moringa tea. You use it, you just have to boil your water in your pot and you just add a bag. And then after you get your tea, then we have the Moringa soursop tea. You just do the same thing with the first one. Then we have the Moringa tea. Do the same thing with the first two. Then we have dust. This is the cinnamon and island spice dust. Then we have moringa and ginger. Then we have black pepper. And then we have bay leaf.
And these mostly
Dust, dashes. We use it to put in our food and tea. It makes it taste more greater and it has more nutrients. And then the same thing with the other dust. Same thing with this also. With the tea, you can make it have more nutrients. You like your little coffee and all sorts of stuff, but this is more healthier. And then we have moringa pepper sauce. The pepper sauce, you can put it in your food. Like some people really like pepper. So we just like we should make a pepper sauce. And we add the moringa. We had vegetables. We have pepper, olive oil, and the moringa. And that is what we use to make the pepper. The benefits of the pepper, you can put it in your food and other sorts of stuff that you like. And make it more healthier. Although the ordinary pepper make out of, them little things, but this is more healthier as we put the moringa. And now we have the moringa tea in dashes. All you have to do is boil a little water, and then you pour this a little bit water so it can settle, and then that is your tea. We have the oatmeal breakfast cakes, and then we have our moringa sticks. It is like kumar, but pretty much different. It has more healthy stuff like moringa, flour, ginger, oil, a little tip of sugar, not that much, and spices. Is the coconut moringa bake. The coconut moringa bake is the benefits of that. You could use the leaf as you see inside of the bake, and you can make whatever you want. Like before, you could do your tea. You could do it in a like you're gonna break bread, so you can put it in the bread when you mix it up, and you can bake your bread. And then we have sweet bread, moringa sweet bread. As you see, the moringa leaves are cracking up in the sweet bread. You just make your ordinary sweet bread, but just you add the moringa and you're all good to go. You could use younger ones. Once the seeds soft and nice, you could cook it like bodi, and you could eat it just like that. as a younger one, like this. This is the younger one. You could cut it up and you could do it like body, longer, and you could eat it whatever you want. You could eat it with a bake that you buy, or you could cook your little rice and do it.
We have local herbal teas and seasonings that we process via dehydration. So things like orange peel tea, ginger tea, bamboo tea, Caribbean Christmas tea, mint tea. For the herbs and spices, we have pimentos, ginger, garlic, lemongrass, rosemary, thyme. We generally sell our teas because it tastes good. They have various, of course, medicinal benefits. As people use, they find and they research. Submitted 2 of our teas, the Caribbean Christmas tea, which is a blended tea of wild hibiscus and anise, and our mint tea into the World Tea Championships. And as a result, we came second place in the blended category with the Caribbean Christmas tea, and third place with the mint in the single blend category. Showcase our teas and the Caribbean.
Yuri Clement. Professor Clement is a professor of pharmacology.
And we deal with evidence. So I will probably just focus on just some of the areas, just a few of them, and the evidence that we have for those medicinal and health claims. So we would know that there are many different types of uses for health and for disease. It's used as an antioxidant. We all hear about antioxidants, about oxidative stress and what they cause, and they lead to many different diseases. So I'm going to focus on the evidence that we have as antioxidant, as anti-cancer, anti-diabetic, and anti-hypertensive. There are a lot of many different uses for Moringa, but I'm not going to focus on that this morning because we will be here for the rest of the day. So I'm just going to talk about the evidence for these 4 terpenoids, carotenoids, and they have chemical structures that they call polyphenolics.